What's up, guys? Anthony here, Special Analysis. Welcome to the video. Going to be doing a little drilling tonight, right? So I'm going to teach you guys a method that I use personally to train myself to identify the price action that I'm looking for. Okay, kick the can now, 13 years down the road doing this, and I'll tell you what. Every day I practice. Why? Because practice makes perfect. Whether you're Babe Ruth, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, I don't care who you are, what profession you're in, practice is absolutely positively required in order to continue to grow. Whether you're a trader, a golfer, play basketball, you play baseball, any sport, you shoot pool, you swim, none of it matters, guys. In every profession, practice is a critical component of growth. So this is something I do. When I'm done with the end of the day, I sit on the couch after dinner. I've disconnected from the market. I finished all my work. I just pull up the laptop. I go, all right, I'm going to just make a blank chart, right? This chart's totally naked. There's not one indicator on it. And then I just start kind of scrolling, looking for my price setup. You should know what your price setup looks like, what your trade setup is. Right? You should be able to scan through with no other indicators on and know what it is you're looking for. So I see a couple things that I would look for right here. The one that kind of jumps right out at me, well, in all honesty, there's two of them. So let's kind of mark them both off together and we'll take a look. So in a downtrend, what am I looking for? The first thing I'm looking for is resistance, believe it or not, right? I'm looking to see where do the buyers step back in and where do the sellers ultimately reject them. So we established a little move down here. Buyers pop back in here. So this to me is probably a fairly key level, right? Like if this downtrend is going to continue, buyers should not violate this level. So I kind of want to square off because I don't really have a great pullback here. But I kind of want to square off this level right there. Looks something like that. Okay? So this area here should now be considered some form of resistance if this downtrend is going to continue. So you have a trend, some consolidation, trend, consolidation, trend, consolidation, so on and so forth. So we break this area here, probably could be a good entry, right? We continue to retest it, market falls apart. We're just in the infancy of looking at price action. We still need to qualify it with our trade plan. So we're going to leave that marked off. Market comes down, goes back into another kind of period of congestion here. Got a new line where the buyers push up. The sellers kind of really say, don't think so. Kind of choppy, Could this be potentially worked with? Maybe. But we'll have to slap the indicators on and see, really if this is kind of an area that has any merit to it. If, all of our components are not in play. And I don't totally dislike this price action wise. So it would look something like that. We verify, here's our pullback, here's the break, here's the retest. Not awful, okay? Not awful, but really kind of sluggish. Then I look over here and I go, all right. Big push, right? So obvious seller control. Maybe just some short covering. Let's see if this level holds. Right, I like that. Just like I like these, right? I've identified areas where the buyers can't seem to overcome the sellers. I definitely want to take, kind of a same scenario here, take a nice pullback. Right? I think I like that. I like how this exits the pullback. Here's the pullback. Boom. There's our line. I like how fast this moves. Okay, so I've identified 3 structures here along the way down. Three different price structures that I personally would entertain via my personal trade plan. Okay. So now let's turn on my, I don't know that I would call them indicators, but let's call them odds enhancers. Right? These tell me what, when, where, and why. Everything you see populated here serves a purpose for my personal trade plan. They're not just here. It's not here just for entertainment to look cool and blah blah blah. Like I don't care about any of that. Right? None of that matters to me. All I care about is, does this meet my trade plan? So let's drop a line on each one of these. If I can, there's the vertical line. So here's the first break. Here's the second break. And here's the third break. Now let's analyze each one of these. Guys, this is what I do every night, all right? Because this is the only way you get good is by looking at it over and over and over again. So right here is my break of my little hesitation. I'm definitely early on my fast-moving averages. I'm good on my VWAPs. I like my current time frame MACD. I don't like my midterm MACD, and I don't like my long-term MACD. So this one doesn't work. Move on to the next one. All right, so I like my price action. I like my fast-moving averages. I like my presence of sellers. I like my current time frame MACD. I like my midterm MACD. But I don't like my long-term MACD. Okay? Well, discount that one too. And then we'll take a look at this one. Break of a prior low, retest, define the resistance line. Here's the pullback. Here's the breakdown. I like my fast-moving averages, still below both VWAPs and favoring that pressure. I like that I have rising selling volume as I break away. I like my current MACD time frame. I like my midterm MACD, and now I like my long-term MACD. So 3 different looking price actions that I would consider via my personal trade plan. However, there's only one when I start checking my personal boxes that I would genuinely entertain. It's that one right there. So yes, I could have worked with either of these price actions, but my trade plan would have told me not to. Because more often than not, perhaps these may not work out. So option number 3 turned out to be the winner. Now notice something. We broke down here and we went sideways for 4 candles. We broke down here, we went sideways for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 candles. Now notice here, where my entire trade plan comes together. We break down and we tumble 1, 2, 3, 4 consecutive candles. The sellers never take their foot off the gas pedal. If you were taking any one of these 3 setups, which one would you take? I mean, for me, I would only consider the one that meets all my trade plan criteria. But if you could pick from any one of these 3, I bet you this one would make you much happier, much faster. Guys, as a day trader, our objective is to get paid for the day. I would be paying myself and trying to leave some on to see if it keeps going. If it doesn't keep going, get stopped out at break even, whatever component of my trade plan is left. Component of my position is left. So this is an exercise I do every single night. And I encourage you to compose an exercise that works for your personal trade plan. Guys, there's some links below this video. I encourage you to consume the content. If you have questions, I also encourage you to reach out to me. I would love to help you. God bless. I'll see you in the next video. I hope this was informational. I hope this was educational. And I hope this inspires you to practice your trade plan. Whatever it is, practice, practice, practice until you literally know it like the back of your hand. Guys, I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk soon.